Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually transform a bank statement data. If you look over here, we do have a report where we do have the date, we have the transaction, we have the amount and we have the balance. So what my manager wants is, my manager actually wants me to transform the data to actually have the details all in the same row. Because if you look over here, this is overlapping. We have 4 rows for the first date. So what my manager wants is, he wants to combine, because apparently the rail data got so many pages, so many details and so on. So how am I supposed to actually transform so that each item appears in one row? So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, assuming this is located in one file, I'm going to create a new file over here. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to data, get data, from file, from Excel workbook. So basically it will import the data. So I need to know where I save. Apparently I save in my documents, 10 January, I press import. What happened is, right now is a box will appear. So I need to choose the particular worksheet, but since I need to do the data cleaning, I will go to transform data. So when I go to transform data, it will actually navigate to Power Query Editor. So in the Power Query Editor, what I want to do is, basically I want all this information to be in one row, but apparently what happened is, it is appearing in different rows. And it will be worse if just say you have 1000 transactions or in different pages. Especially in bank statement, this is very normal. So what I'm going to do first thing is, I'll go to add column and I'll click index column. The purpose is because here we have like 1st November, 1st December. So I can't be using a same number. I'll click index column. Okay. And then I'll go to conditional column over here. A box will appear. So what I'm going to do is, whenever year got null, I want the number here to reflect. Okay, sorry, whenever year got null, year should be null, but when there's no null, then the number should reflect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just click here. Whenever the date is equals to null, what I want to do is, I want it to appear as null. Otherwise, I want it to show, select a column. Select what column? Index column. And then I press OK. So now we do have this data. Let me just delete this. So I'm going to select this column, press the control button, select this column, right click and fill down. So now automatically it has filled down. And then what I'll do is, I'll just move these two, or you can just combine also can. What I'll do is transform, merge column. Okay, so I'll just merge this, because this is the date, this is the sequence, because this refers to the first transaction subsequent. I'm going to put here equal sign and I'm going to press OK. So now if you notice, it has combined. The next thing what I want to do is, basically I want this beginning fund transfer Tony Stark to be in one row. FPX payment Steve Rogers in one row. So how I'll do is, I'll go to group by. Okay, and I want to group by the merge, and I'll choose advance. So I'll choose here sum, over here so I'll choose sum, and also another sum. So transaction, amount and balance. Here I'll just put a random name, because later I'll rename. I don't want to rename for now. So count 1, 2 and then I press OK. So what happened is, automatically it will group by for the dates, and you can see here amount like 600, 139, 50, because when I go back here, we have 600, 139, 123, 250. So yes, it does combine. And we also have the closing balance, like for example over here 52017, 52479. So automatically we do have this, but unfortunately here it shows error. Why it shows error? Because you see here, we cannot do a combination, or we cannot do a least sum. We cannot do addition, because if you remember, what we did was, we did an addition. We did the addition for transaction description. So when you add a transaction description, which is originally in a text column, it will appear as an error. But you don't have to worry. We will do a small tweaking, whereby here if you see the word here, least sum, I don't want least sum, I want to combine. So text combine. Okay. And then I need to combine with what? Combine with a comma. And I just click the tick over here. When I tick the tick, okay, so let me just I'll just put one more comma. So what happened is, text combine, this particular word combined with a comma. So text and a separator. Then when I tick it over here, so you will notice right now, we do have the date, we do have the details, we do have the amount. This one I need to split. So I'll go to here, split by delimiter. Basically, I want to split by the equal sign, and I press OK. So this one I remove. Now I'll do the rename. This one I'll put here date. This one I'll put here details or transaction details. This is the cash flow. And this is the balance, the closing balance. Okay, so now we have all this information over here. What we can do is we can just go to home and close and load. So once close and load, you will notice that eventually the data will be shown in everything in one row. Because initially, if you look over here, we have originally is in this format. But now what happened is we have able to transform the data into this particular format.